I see that as Mina and Lucy as being symbols of what's pure and right and good in the story, and what's worth protecting and defending. Whereas Dracula is the opposite of that. You know, is all the evil, all the darkness, all the blackness, and everything that's worth defending against. You know, it would be Dracula. So they're actually, you know, they're like held up as like what's pure and good, and what we're willing to fight for. You know, love and beauty and all that kind of stuff. And Dracula's wives are, of course, that same thing, but tragically already succumbed. For me, it would be that it's not going to be your traditional theater experience. You know, you might have a certain idea of going into a theater and seeing a musical or an opera of what that's going to be, and I think this will not be your standard view. So if you usually are turned off by the idea of going to the theater, this will be the thing to come and see. It's not going to be unsatisfactory in the way that a lot of those others are.
And if you like theater, you're going to really be blown away by the possibility of this. And if you like music, hey, it's amazing music. I want to say that the people involved in this process are phenomenal, and every day I learn something from everybody in there. And so if you're just coming as an audience member, you're going to experience an amazing piece of entertainment. But being a part of the process is really amazing. So stick around and have a drink at Java Lords and get to know us.
You know, the cast is pretty amazing. Like the amount, you know, I don't have a ton of theater experience to know what it's like in other words, but it seems like everyone's more involved on more levels than in a usual, like we didn't just hire actors and they come in and read their parts and do their lines. The actors are here writing music, they're talking about, you know, everything to do with the process, and involved on multiple levels. You know, it seems more like you know, like what the Beatles did for music, where writing their own music and doing all that themselves. You know, like, and being the performers, like us also being the writers and performing the piece too. I don't know how unusual that is in theater, but it doesn't seem like it's the norm.
Feels special.
Yeah. So it's really, the cast is so talented, and it's really all the people together that have made it, turned it into such a special thing, I think. And we talked about touring. We talked about touring. You know, we're working really hard to get the full CD recording done, so that we have a full album's worth of material. It's really a big job, and you know, it takes a lot of that cat wrangling to get everybody in here to get their parts recorded when you're dealing with so many people. But so look for a full CD of cast recording of it, and look for us to hopefully tour it in other places and cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I've never wanted to go on a cruise ship before, but I know that there is an agency in Atlanta, Georgia, where we're based, that organizes theme cruise ships, sailings, and one of them is adapting rock and roll. And so, you know, they bring in big celebrity rock and rollers, and then they sell the ship because of the, you know, they get to go on a boat and have a special by Sheryl Crow or whoever. But why can't we just get them to build out the entire ship for Dracula? And at that performance, it would probably be cheaper than bringing in a big star. So that's what I want to do, is to get these people on a boat so I can go on the boat and watch Dracula.
Slaves, he just wants more slaves.
The meter.
So I talked about the process a little bit. There's ways for folks to come in and possibly observe some of the rehearsals, and during the run of the show, we're going to be out at different places and trying to expose the work within the neighborhood and Atlanta area. And then we'll have a few possibilities for a circle jam, which is folks can come in and work with these people and learn music.
Circle what?
Jam.
Oh.
Jam.
Good.
I mean, as you can see, a lot of the work is through our own personal desire to do it, because money is definitely suffering in the nonprofit sector, which is where we are. So we're always relying on the generosity of people who support this kind of work. So we're looking for sponsors for Dracula immediately, but also to take us on a cruise ship.